so I could give my testimony on spirituality and how I recently transformed from reading tarot to going back to my spirituality self. This transformation and transitioning back is not easy. There's a lot of internal and external forces that are colliding together. And this is not an easy journey for me. Many people may look at my channel or look at some of my content on my channel, and you may think that nothing affects me. But the thing of it is, a lot of things have been affecting me. It just can't be easily detected. Because I'm not one that's going to sit there and complain and sit there and waste all the time complaining all day, every day. This is stuff that's been bottled up for a long time. I have no friends. I have no family. I have no support group where I'm at locally. People where I'm at locally act like I don't even exist, which I'm perfectly fine with that, by the way. It's not literally everybody where I'm at locally. It's just the majority of people. They just act like you ain't got nothing going on when it comes to your situation. Being in this energy has had me conditioned of a prison atmosphere. Yes, I've had to develop a prison type of mentality because of feeling like I'm on a prison yard and in a dorm 24/7 where I'm at. If I seem aggressive, if I seem like I'm antisocial, it's because this is isolation similar to solitary confinement. This is dangerous. The type of practice and the type of rituals that these individuals are partaking in. This has got me in the energy to where when it does come to socializing, I don't want to be around nobody. I'm not a rude man. I'm not going to sit there and be rude. If somebody tells me hello, I'll tell them hello right back. But small talk shit, I have nothing to say to that. It just causes me to be in the energy of where I'm quiet, observant, barely respond to anything. I kind of like nod like this or just do like that. If I seem talkative on my live stream, it's because this is a lot of information that I've been downloading. It's a lot of downloads. It's things that I want to communicate about. But nobody is giving the energy as if they want to listen. Not on here, but where I'm at. This has a lot to do with the way that these authority figures has been not respecting their badge and their authority towards me. This is basically like a prisoner that has been there for a long time with the same type of conditions. You're monitored every fucking where you go. When you haven't committed no crimes, you haven't violated any law, you have to continuously fight and stand your ground in survival mode 24/7. That's not human, bro. There's a time and place to be in that energy. But it literally feels like this area where I'm at is a dorm. And no, we're not talking about general population, no. to the ones that are familiar with that. We're not talking about that. And if anybody is familiar, that spent a little time, wait till them doors pop. That's the majority of the energy that I'm in. You ever heard that say, lacing up? The main problem with this situation is the individuals that has been doing that and so-called authority are the biggest criminals walking the face of this planet where I'm at locally. Ain't none of them being held accountable. They all know each other. Don't want to hold one another accountable. These individuals believe that they could do no wrong, but yet the violations was caught on camera numerous amount of times. These individuals have interfered with my connection that I had in 2020 with a cancer female out of state. And we stopped talking in the year 2022, March. That's when that connection ended. And as soon as I'm saying that, a butterfly just landed right there by my foot, which happens to be someone's favorite insect. So that's a sign right there in itself. And that's when this situation has got worse. I've also let that individual know about a little bit about what I was going through. And they agreed to hear me out. Back in 2022, I was staying in a hotel because I was defending my freedom. Everything over here was amplified, amped up over here. That was back in the year of 2022. I originally left in the year of 2021, October 20th to be exact. It was either October 15th or October 20th. One of those dates I left. I wasn't here for my birthday in this state where I'm at. This is all was done to me because of me being a spiritual person. And me getting back to socializing with individuals are incredibly difficult. I don't resonate with anyone, bro, I'm telling you. Do I hear people or what they're saying? No. I don't hear small talk. Things that really matter, like if somebody's going through a situation and they truly mean that, or if they have some depth to the conversation, some in-depth to the conversation, then yes, my spiritual side is going to be better to listen. I'm paying attention. My focus is on the conversation spiritually because I resonate with what they're saying. But as far as small talk and all this that other people have to talk about, like football games and all that, I'm uninterested in hearing about it. Not that I don't dislike it, it's just something that I'm not interested in. But at the same time, I'm not going to be rude. They just going to sense immediately like this guy is disinterested. They will be able to tell by the energy. And this situation of this injustice that I've been through hasn't done anything, hasn't brought any healing or none of that. This has actually stagnated my healing from my mother's passing of stage 3 lung cancer that I lost in 2020. I haven't been able to fully heal over that. Now, when it comes to that strong soulmate connection I once had, I'm not worried about that. It's just me being unable to heal from my mama passing, bro. Earlier, I went to the store and just sat in the parking lot and sat there and let all that was bottled up come out of me. And it hit me for a good 30 minutes. And it's still not done. Taking walks in nature, that's good. That does balance out the energy. But that will never take away the pain, bro. I'm gonna tell it to y'all straight like it is. This earth don't feel like Mother Earth like it once did. I don't go outside of my house like I used to and feel the sun shining down on me. I could be around all the people in the world. They could be having a good time. The music could be sounding good. People could be having a time of their life, and I'm still sitting there hurting in silence. I don't hear none of that like I used to. I don't hear music the way I used to. I don't hear the birds chirp the way I used to when my mother was here. Nah, it's not on the everyday thing to where I get upset. No. This is just something that's resurfacing out of nowheres. And this happened not long after I burned my tarot cards. Y'all may have seen that video. I set it to members only. But that was a video of me getting rid of the tarot cards because I was causing a lot of energetic disturbances. I didn't have the time for that. That caused a lot of spiritual chaos. A lot of spiritual chaotic energy was going on with them cards. Suitable for witchcraft, energies being slung at you relentlessly. Even though I know how to defend myself from that. Still though, you don't have to sit there and defend yourself against something if it's not in the possession of yours. You ain't got to sit there and fight against something when you can just remove the shit out your house. That's another thing. There's a lot of external forces and internal forces that are colliding together, and my spirit don't know how to handle that right now. Yes, I am strong, incredibly strong. Yes, I am capable of making it through this shift that's taking place. But at the same time, this ain't easy. This ain't easy. Once again, feeling as if you're in a prison dorm. You have no friends, you have nobody. You're in survival mode 24/7. What the fuck are you supposed to do? Sit there and smile at people? I don't smile at people. I don't think life's a joke, bro. Yeah, there comes a time to where you can sit there and smile and cut up. But with my situation, I ain't got the time for that bullshit. And when I'm out here walking outside, it feels like I'm on a prison yard. No matter where I go, where I'm at locally. Even though it may seem to y'all that, hey, this man has his freedom. No, I do not. No, I do not. This is not freedom with how the situation is making me feel, bro. The injustice, the not being able to heal over my mother's passing, and a lot of other things that's piled on top of that, on top of that, and on top of that, which I don't do any complaining about. I don't sit there and complain every day about what's bothering me. It's only when I had enough, it's gonna all come out at one time. I'm not sorry about the shit that I said whenever I was pissed off either, earlier. I meant every fucking thing I said. I'm tired of these individuals thinking they could just say whatever the fuck they want to you or sit there and think that they could judge you when they don't know shit about you. They just know what they read about you. They have no clue what you go through, bro. They're not there every day to see what you're going through. And for a judge to sit up there and to try to threaten you with contempt and you keep hearing that and you don't have your time to speak and you feel oppressed, you're gonna be fucking angry and aggravated because you know that you ain't even supposed to be in there as a defendant. You haven't committed any crime. Crimes have been committed upon you numerous amount of times, and these individuals are refusing to hold these individuals accountable. I have every right to be angry at these individuals. I don't like them right now, bro. I don't like none of them. I have a problem with the fact this prosecutor is disregarding that I have U.S. constitutional protected rights of free speech. If somebody follows you out the business that questions you in regards to an ex that you don't have any contact with, and you tell the individual that you don't want to hear about them, you're just there to get your food and go about your way, and the man proceeds to follow you out the building to threaten your freedom and to antagonize, that's criminal harassment. Me turning around and saying, dude, fuck off and leave me alone, that's not disturbing the peace. And yes, not long after that, I was on the phone with the FBI agent. I was on the phone at least 5 minutes with him. It was a man. Not gonna say his name, but I was on the phone with a male FBI agent because I knew what was about to take place. It was a premeditated setup. And he helped keep me calm because I told him what was about to happen. I said, this is a setup taking place. I said, this is my location. This is a zip code. I know this may sound simple, but y'all have numerous amount of information on this individual in regards to what these cops have been doing to me for a long time. I said, I'm just here to get my groceries. And many may question why would you contact them? Because my freedom is being threatened, bro. My freedom is being threatened. And sure enough, when they showed up, they did not question me, and that agent is a witness to that. Did not question my side or none of that. Walked up to me, placed restraint on me. That's some fucking bullshit, bro. And I told them, I looked them straight in their eyes. I said, this is a setup. I said, you damn well know it too. Why are you even placing these cuffs on me? Didn't want to hear nothing of what I had to say. Brought me to the back and put me in the back of the cruiser for at least 40 minutes straight. When you're supposed to get both sides of the situation. Did not get my side at all. And when that cop put the phone up to his ear and he heard feedback from the other end, he got scared. I seen a look on his face. His eyes got wide and it looked like he started shaking. Why are you scared? Why am I on the phone with a federal agent if there wasn't a serious problem in regards to this issue right here, huh? Because I know there's an extortionist that's behind and premeditated that upon me, bro. I revealed it through my cards when I had my tower cards. I kept on getting stomach dropping feelings about these individuals, what they kept on doing to me for a long time. And sure enough, it led up to that moment. I kept asking the FBI, protect me, protect me, protect me. These individuals are trying to set me up, protect me. And sure enough, June 2nd, it happened. I'm not going to go off on them. I'm not mad at them. I am kind of upset because nobody showed up to physically protect me. But I do give them credit where it's due when it comes to their communication skills. That was 100%. I do appreciate that much. But this could have been prevented before that date took place. The thing with them, and I understand where they're coming from too, they're gonna have to have legitimate probable cause to conduct a physical investigation. They could take information now, they could document that down, but it makes it better when they have that legitimate proof. And one of them told me, they said, man, if you could get as much on camera as you can, keep documenting that down and get on camera. Upload it to your channel. And I told him, I said, every time I upload this to my channel, it's like these individuals amplify these effects on me. And he took that seriously because that's considered oppression. They cannot do that to me. One of them did indeed, in fact, agree to hear me out when it comes to my frustration about why I wouldn't upload certain evidence to my channel. And he understood that. But I said, if y'all need any evidence, I could produce that in person and give y'all a file of it. On the SD card or a flash drive, I could give y'all plenty of it. That holds a lot of strength. Trust me, it would be more than enough probable cause. Trust that. That's when I proceeded to identify it through the titles and sections why it would be enough probable cause to prove that. Because just like I said, I'm not one that's going to just sit there and collect evidence. I'm going to analyze to make sure it fits the description of their jurisdiction under the titles and sections before I proceed any further. But yeah, that's mainly what the issues are, y'all, with the situation. It got that serious to where I had to involve them. And trust me, I already know that they got to go through certain procedures, but sometimes it takes for somebody to take the lead, even when they may have years of experience. They may not have certain information that they may have not done their research on when it comes to U.S. Supreme rulings that give them enough probable cause to intervene. I'm not afraid to sit there as I say, look, this is when this could take place. I'm not the one to sit there and to challenge it. I'm not the one afraid that's going to sit there and hold my tongue when it comes to challenging certain things. As I say, this involves immediate attention on it. And if you could gather enough for enough probable cause, do it. Do it. Don't wait. Do it. This will continue if you don't. I'm the man that's not afraid of addressing that. I'm not trying to sit there and tell nobody how to do their job, but I know exactly what is taking place and it needs to be looked into. You have to keep in mind, y'all, these individuals that are in that position, they're working there to protect infrastructure, to protect crops, to protect you from kidnappers, to protect you from transnational organized crime, and to protect you from public corruption. They're there to protect you from individuals that are involved in RICO, white collar, that committing transnational repression, transnational organized crime. That's what they're there for. And that's simply why I called them. It's not that I don't feel safe. My freedom is not safe where I'm at. Anytime I travel and begin to get on the interstate and travel across state lines, which would be international traveling, the minute you cross state lines, that would be international. That means that that's connected to two or more states, right? Notice how I'm saying S. That's plural. That means states. You know what that means? United States. And you know what that means? U.S. You know what else that means? Law. U.S. law. United States law means federal jurisdiction. That means that this activity, if it proceeds to follow me out of state, that will be considered transnational organized crime. It definitely fit a description of the Title 18 USC Section 241 and 242. They're supposed to be there to protect you from foreign corporations, foreign government corporations that are infringing upon your rights, your amendments, your federal constitutional protected rights. They're there to protect you from that. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter what you believe in. That's all protected under the First Amendment. Let's say if you're a Christian, you're a Baptist, you believe in a certain thing of Hinduism, that's all protected under the First Amendment. Freedom of belief, which is, once again, falls under the U.S. Constitution of the First Amendment. You have the right to address what you believe in through free speech. That wraps right back around to First Amendment protected. And if anybody tries to get in a way to oppress you in any kind of way, to try to get you in unlawful, illegal legalities, to try to bring that toward your direction through color law violations, that is in violation of the Title 18 USC Section 242. That's tied directly into the U.S. Supreme rulings that bind these practices on a local and state level. You have a right to the 14th Amendment under the federal constitutional protected rights. It's considered the 14th Amendment. You have the right to the 4th Amendment being protected from unreasonable searches and seizure upon your personal property. Yes, the FBI has a right to protect you from that. Yes, they have the legal authority and jurisdiction to stop a local cop from doing that to you. Even if it means just one agent doing it, they have the jurisdiction to do so. All they have to do is to say, hey, and step in. When you have multiple individuals that are working at a department that are following unlawful orders from a corrupt captain and the chief ain't doing nothing about it, you have a corrupt captain that's giving these unlawful orders and they proceed to give these orders to other departments and they all collaborate together to come up against one person, that right there is a huge sign of extreme infestation of corruption on a local level that cause for federal intervention to get involved to stop them. Because I'm not going to have all these cops thinking that they could just do what the fuck they want to try to threaten my freedom when I'm traveling, when I'm not committing any crime. Just like that one that tried to tailgate me not too long ago and turned his headlights off at nighttime that was going 55 miles per hour. Bro, you think that's ethical? I promise you the FBI seen that. It could have possibly collected as evidence on that. So what the fuck is this dude doing turning his headlights off behind this man at 55 miles per hour on the highway? Once again, that was from a different city limit jurisdiction. That was about 30 to 40 minutes away from where I'm at now when that happened. And once again, I call on my dash cam. I don't know what it is that's calling me to stay here, but there's a reason. There's a reason. This is my hometown that I was born in. Something keeps on telling me to have faith that the right federal law will intervene. One day they will intervene. One day. It may take some time, but eventually they're going to intervene. Because these individuals cannot be engaged in these type of fucked up practices, bro, to do this shit to people. They can't be doing that. When it comes to external leveled forces, I read in the Bible, when it comes to legitimate authority, they're supposed to sit there and protect you. That's who you're supposed to rely on, bro, for physical protection from corruption. The right individuals in power. But if someone's in power abusing it, you have the right to not obey. You obey God's law before you do a corrupt individual, because that's why U.S. Supreme rulings bind that corruption. Makes sense now, don't it? Because like I said before, federal law makes much more sense than state level. It gives you your freedom, bro. If you really read into the titles and sections and codes, it gives you your freedom. You don't see the feds out there fucking with you now, do you? You don't see them out there with their uniform and their cruisers sitting there messing with you, because they ain't like that. They ain't on that bullshit like that. They're sitting there doing their job, possibly in the office, or sitting there investigating the situation, or they spend most of the time, I heard from doing my research, they spend the majority of their time in their office. They really don't have any time to get out, which has got to be hell on some of them. That's got to be hella stressful. They don't just get to get out there and just go and just travel. Like go from house to house or ride around the city like that. They spend the majority of their time working cases in the office. I don't know how true that is. I did my research, but I'm not going to believe everything I see on the internet. But that sounds about right. But still, though, I'm not going to sit there and fully believe into that. But it does sound kind of accurate. And if it is that way, then there you go. So they could feel like they could feel the pressure of their investigations too. But at the same time, the thing I pay attention to is They're not robotic, bro. They don't treat you like you nobody, like when it comes to talking to you. No matter how aggravated you are, they still have compassion for you. That shows professionalism and integrity on their behalf. Like I said, they're not like the locals, bro. If you're upset about a situation, they'll talk to you. They know a way to talk to you to calm you down. All this bullshit rumors as, oh yeah, they're just there to interrogate bullshit. If something's really fucking bothering you, bro, hurting you and violating your rights, you have some of them in there, bro, that's going to be concerned about that shit and know that you're going through a very tough situation, even though they may not be able to do anything right then and there. Some of them actually give a fuck about your rights, bro, and care about you. They're not just there for their paycheck or whatever. They do actually give a shit about you. They just can't do anything right then and there because that ain't the way the procedures go. But you may look out and get in contact with a few of the cool ones in there that may agree and hear you out, and you know, if you got a problem or something's bothering you. It may not be all of them, but there's some of them in there I'm pretty sure that you get a hold to them, you talk to them, they'll talk to you. But the thing, see, with somebody like me, we need that. We're deserving of that. Because where we're at, nobody understands. This ain't got a damn thing to do with counseling or none of that. They understand the titles and sections and how much pressure is on us because we know how to identify what is bothering us. They may not feel like it's enough to just hear their voice. But that right there, bro, like going through all that on a spiritual level, your soul is under attack. You have nobody to sit there and communicate with. And to actually have somebody to take the time out their day, even though they may be really busy, but not ignore the phone call and actually hear you out when something is really bothering you and frustrating you, therefore relieves a lot of pressure off your spirit. And no, it's not good to contact them all day, every day and be in that energy, no. But when the situation gets intense and it's really starting to bother you, then yeah, it's perfectly fine. They're there to help you, brother. They're there to protect you. They may not be able to do anything right then and there. I mean, if it's serious, then yeah, they will be able to do something. But I mean, with some of these situations, it is serious enough in order for them to intervene physically. But at the same time, there's certain procedures that they got to go through. If that does happen. And it's like there's only so far you could get with believing in the Most High. Yes, he could protect you spiritually and sometimes physically, but there's some occasions to where physical external level intervention has to take place for your protection, or otherwise it's going to continue. You know? And as far as currently right now, no, ain't nobody bothering me right now. But earlier, I could feel it, bro. And like this is every night, every morning. I'm not here to complain. I'm here to get this off my chest. I don't deserve to be sitting in a courtroom because I'm not a defendant. The U.S. Constitution protects me automatically of freedom of speech And U.S. Supreme rulings protect me also along my federal constitutional protected rights under the 14th Amendment. I've already proven my innocence through U.S. Supreme rulings and the U.S. Constitution. These proceedings should not continue. It should have been dropped, bro. It should have been dropped. This right here is enough for acquittal, automatic acquittal, not a dismissal, but acquittal. Acquittal and dismissal is two different things. To those that may not know, like I said, some of us out there have a lot of law knowledge when it comes to legalities. I'm not a legal advisor, but some of us know a lot about it. I still have a lot to learn when it comes to that. It's just what angered me earlier is feeling cornered with the situation. And these individuals trying to forcefully project, oh, you gonna get locked up, or you gonna get locked, or you gonna get locked, and keep on fucking projecting that bullshit my way. No, you ain't. You ain't touching me. You ain't touching me. I have not committed no crime. U.S. Supreme rulings has found me innocent of all charges of disturbing the peace. You're gonna drop that fucking bullshit invalid charge because it ain't real. It ain't legit. You sitting there and think that you some basic local, bro. Let me tell you something. U.S. Supreme rulings rule over you. You ain't in charge of those U.S. Supreme ruling. It rules over you. This prosecutor, bro, got a serious problem with disregarding U.S. Supreme rulings. He's going to be confronted about it by FBI agent. Watch. Somebody's going to confront this fucking man as to say, look, dude, I don't know what you got going on here. That charge ain't sticking to him. That charge ain't sticking to him. Look at what this sex has been involved in before this incident happened to him. You think you honestly going to have this charge stick to him? That charge going to get dropped. You understand me? You don't run no U.S. Supreme rulings, dude. You don't run that. You ain't no judge. I come close to speaking my mind in that courtroom to this dude. As I say, look, I already told you, no further proceedings. U.S. Supreme rulings find me innocent, no further proceedings. Do you understand that? I don't understand your level of corruption. Do you understand that? You have to talk that way to these individuals because they're not getting it. They always find people that's innocent guilty in this fucking system where I'm at, bro. And it ain't gonna happen with me. I'm not guilty of nothing. The U.S. Constitution defends me. My federal constitutional rights defend me. And the U.S. Supreme rulings find me innocent. All these fuckers keep on doing this, using this to their advantage to manipulate this case over and over and over and over and over and over and over. They do death rituals on it, and they do a lot of manipulation rituals when it comes to that. That's why I keep on being in this energy of talking about it. Bro, this is a simple accusation of disturbing the peace from June 2nd of 2025 that's being dragged out all the way till March of this year. That's bullshit, bro. These individuals ought to see a major error in that there is indeed deep-rooted corruption that needs to be uprooted out this local system over here. This don't require any attorney. This requires a federal raid to be conducted to get this shit out my way and to collect other evidence on other cases that are also corrupt. This shit needs to be stopped, at least with a search. Come on, FBI, you need to hear me out, bro. My frustrations. I'm not taking this lightly at all. I know my rights and I know enough about the law to counter these ulterior motives of what this system is trying to do, to suppress all evidence of the prosecution and to no longer proceed with any further proceedings under U.S. Supreme rulings that bind these practices. It deserves to be stopped. I stated numerous of times when I was going to leave the building at a grocery store to go home to eat my sandwiches, manager pulled me off to the side and wanted to question me about an ex. Haven't had no contact with this ex for over 5 years straight. That's when I told him, look, I'm not here for this individual. I'm here to get my food to go about my way. Kept on talking about her. That's whenever I cut him off mid-conversation and walked out the building. As I was walking out, the man proceeded to follow me and to antagonize and threaten my freedom. And that's when I turned around and told him, fuck off and leave me alone. And kept on and kept on and kept on. That's when I got on the phone with the FBI. Before they barred me from that place, it is legal to go to a public place. Even if somebody works there that you have no contact with, it's legal to go there. It's a public place, bro. You can go there to get your groceries. I should not have been questioned in regards to this ex. That man should have never asked me about an ex because he don't know the problems that this individual try to cause me with authorities. But at the same time, I'm not there for the individual. I'm there because they got good quality bread and ham. That man should have never asked me about that individual. Out of the whole time I'm going to the store, no problems. You just come out of nowhere and pull me off to the side and ask me about an ex. That right there is fishing itself. I'm going to tell you what it's connected to. Some of these individuals that set this shit up at the police department from an extortionist in order to try to entrap me. That's what it is. Why are you dragging this bullshit all the way to March of 2026, huh? Why you got these individuals missing a court date repetitively on purpose? This is twice 2 absences has come out of this situation. Why do these people keep missing this court date? Last word I'm going to say, FBI, rate them. Rate them. Y'all already know what's going on, rate them. I'm done talking about this bullshit. I'm going to hand it over to them. The Most High is calling me out this energy to say, son, look, keep walking. Do your live stream. Don't let this upset you and mess up your day, okay? Keep on walking. Keep going, son. You're doing a good job. You said enough. You know, put your foot down. People are hearing you where you're coming from. Just continue. Just keep walking. Don't worry about that. Keep walking. You know what I'm saying? This really bothering me. This bothers me. And whenever I got mad earlier, bro, I wouldn't hurt a soul out there. It's just these individuals trying to project all this kidnapping energy up on me to try to put me in restraints. Nah, that's just gonna piss me off, bro. While doing some foul shit behind the scenes that I can sense into what's going on. And getting joy out of doing that shit to me, that shit right there sets me off, bro. We're not talking about the prosecutor or none of that, no. Some of these arrogant locals, specifically two of them, they think that they're gonna use this connection to manipulate shit to try to make shit hard up on me. No, you ain't. That's where the root of the problem is at. I don't really sense anybody else being connected to it anymore. No. And what I said earlier, whenever I was aggravated, I do have the right to legally defend myself because this is a stand your ground state. You have more than one or two persons trying to come on to you, bro, get your personal space to try to threaten your life or threaten your freedom in any kind of way. You have the right to legally defend yourself with a weapon. This is not talking about going out there and going to them, no. This is about chilling off in your own time, yet they try to come up over there and try to fuck with you. You got the right to defend yourself. And I was talking about how I'm angry at the fact that these individuals are trying to get me in this courtroom in March with all this contingency being projected at me, bro. That's gonna cause me to want to snap in that courtroom, and you can't do that. And it would be easier if they could do like a VIA court session over that to where we could get on like a mobile device and the judge could see me through the mobile device. That way I could be in my own surroundings. I'd feel more comfortable being around the FBI agent at the field office. Hell, I'll go to the field office for my court date and get on a VIA session like that because this requires the FBI agent to protect me. I'd feel more protected. They don't have to say anything. It's just I'll represent myself because I know what I got with the U.S. Constitution and the U.S. Supreme rulings. It disarms any further proceedings, but it means that it has no choice but for an acquittal. That's how powerful that is. But I want to be in the presence of a higher up that way that they can't sit there and try to oppress me. They know that, hey, somebody else is watching. This right here is being monitored by somebody else to overlook, to see what's being done. You're not going to sit there and oppress this man or try to threaten him in any kind of way or to make him feel intimidated. This man has the right to address his problems, what has been done to him, and to say what he's got to say. You're not going to oppress him. I deserve that. I'm deserving of that. And if there's a way I could rearrange for something like that to take place, then yes, I will consider doing it that way. Going up to the field office and get on the VIA session on the phone to where the judge can see me through the phone, but I'll be in the presence of an FBI agent whenever that's taking place. Because I want this shit monitored to where they can't sit there and try to corner me or try to oppress me as if nothing what I say matters. No, it does matter. I deserve to be heard out. Because this situation been messing with me for a long time. That's the only way I'd feel safe and protected. Many people are being intimidated by that. Oh, you at the feds' office. If you're doing something wrong, then of course you're going to be afraid. But when you're an innocent man and you're not committing no crime, you're defending your freedom, and somebody trying to relentlessly threaten your freedom and oppression and try to act like you ain't got a voice, the hell with that. I do have a voice. And I'ma damn well use it. I'ma be in the presence of somebody that's gonna make sure you ain't gonna take my freedom from me by me objecting certain things and using the U.S. Supreme rulings and the U.S. Constitution to disarm and suppress all evidence of what they think that they got with this restraining order, along with other things. That's gonna all be suppressed under, once again, U.S. Supreme rulings. This will not proceed any further. And I want to be in the presence of a higher official. That way they can observe that, because, once again, my U.S. constitutional rights were violated. My federal protected rights of the 14th Amendment were violated. Title 18 U.S.C. Section 241 was violated of oppression and intimidation. Title 18 to U.S.C. Section 242 were violated of unlawfully deprivating me of my federal protected rights, failing to keep me from harm. Even though that they received a phone call of a so-called crime, which wasn't, that was taking place, which is purely an accusation. You didn't come there to question both sides. Of course, you get called on a complaint, but yet you get one side of the situation and you automatically go up there and arrest this individual without questioning me, which I do have the right to remain silent, but still though, you're supposed to get both sides of a situation before you make a decision on something. That's bullshit. Why you had to set that way to start, but why you walked up, why it was rigged that way. See, that could be proven that that was rigged that way. Why you didn't come up to me to ask me my side, huh? It's a bunch of bullshit. And that's another reason why I want an agent present to see what's going to take place within these court proceedings, to see, to watch, to make these individuals see that, hey, you ain't going to run things how you want to run it. I got rights here in this country. I don't know what you be running up in this courthouse, bro, but I got rights on the federal level. And I deserve to be protected by one of these high-up officials to watch this go down, this session take place. And I'll be up at the field office for that to happen. Go ahead and try me. I'm going to tell you another reason why it would be best for me to do it that way. Because I won't be in this aggravated, irritated, uncomfortable energy in my stomach, bro. Because every time I go in there, I feel an uneasy feeling in my stomach. I don't feel right in my stomach area when I go in that place. But if I was to go to the field office and do like a VIA session, when it comes to those proceedings, I would be calm. I will be calm. No, this is not about babysitting me in the law. This is about protecting me, because my federal protected rights were violated and I was assaulted and had battered up on my person when it comes to those restraints that was illegally placed on me. I should have not have had handcuffs placed on me June 2nd of 2025, bro. That's bullshit. Like I said before, that's considered illegal kidnapping and assault battery up on my person with restraints and vehicular trafficking. I don't consent to that, FBI, on a local level where I'm at. I do not consent to none of that being done to me, bro. That's assault upon my person. Weaponization of restraints being placed on my person when there wasn't no crime committed, that's bullshit. And the majority of the time, before the cops even got there, I was on the phone with the FBI agent complaining about the situation. At least a good 5 minutes I was on the phone with him. That manager at that store, bro, kept on antagonizing and antagonizing, putting his nose where it don't belong when it comes to a situation. And I wasn't gonna sit there and put up with somebody threatening my fucking freedom. If anybody out there gets the notion to disrespect me, I'm gonna call them out, bro. I'm not gonna sit there and keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna check them on their bullshit. If they don't like it, then they could just go the other way. That's tough shit. You don't like what I gotta say. I don't like how the fuck you coming at me. I'm gonna tell you about yourself. I'm gonna tell you you're a prick. It ain't against the law, bro. You defending yourself. This is a stand your ground state. Somebody follows you and proceeds to follow you out the building. That's antagonizing. You threatening this individual's freedom when they clearly walked away. They got their back turned to you. You follow them? This ain't going down like that, bro. No, it ain't. And you want to drag this shit all the way out to March of 2026? When I told this prosecutor several times, I have U.S. constitutional protected rights. And it also proves under the U.S. Supreme rulings, prosecutor cannot use any of your past against you as credibility. Cannot use that. These rulings have disarmed this whole situation. And, dude, getting the energy, say no more. Say no more. This will be resolved, whether these fuckers over here like it or not. That's the energy I'm getting right now. This will be resolved, will be. There's no explanation. All this time, you delaying all this from 2025 of June 2nd. You want to push this all the way to March, and you got two unexplained, purposely, deliberately, people that have absent the proceedings. This man thinks he's somebody. This prosecutor thinks he's somebody because of that last name that goes all the way to the governor in this state. No, you ain't no federal law, buddy. You're not a federal prosecutor. You're not anything of the U.S. Supreme rulings that rules over this local judicial system. You have no power when it comes to that, dude. None. This prosecutor had several chances to drop this charge off me because of what I addressed to them and refused to drop it. That's all right. You're going to drop it, though, because you ain't going to sit there and push me in the corner. You're going to drop it. You're going to drop it under U.S. Supreme rule. I'm going to keep on announcing it. You will drop it under U.S. Supreme rulings, motherfucker. You're going to drop that fucking charge. It's not a valid charge to start with. It's self-defense, and you can use profane language under no vague laws and U.S. Supreme rulings. When it comes to wearing profanity on a shirt, you can wear profanity on a shirt in a courtroom without being charged with disturbing the peace or even contempt of court. Somebody's manipulating the energy for me to keep on being in this energy. I'm about tired of it, bro. You're going to get your karma coming. It's coming soon. I don't know when, but it's coming soon, bro. You keep fucking with my freedom like that. You keep messing with my energy and put me in this state of mind for me to keep on having to go over this over and over and over because you clearly ain't getting it, bro. You and this fucked up institution are going to leave me alone. Father God, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, under Psalm 91, Lord Jesus, I ask you to rage spiritual warfare upon these individuals. Bring your wrath down upon this corrupt institution, Lord. Federal law officials, send your angels, Lord. Have your angels manifest through the FBI immediately to take charge of the situation and to take immediate action to conduct a raid on these institutions for doing that to me and other people. Lord Jesus, you have heard me, you have watched me suffer for a long time. I'm not agreeing to suffer anymore, Lord. Under your authority, I will not agree to suffer anymore. I command my protection to amplify in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Under Psalm 91, Lord Jesus, may your presence take a hold of these federal agents to raid these corrupt individuals and get them out my way. I command us to be unseated from the realm of the Spirit, Lord. The realm of the Spirit. Any crooked individual in this position where I'm at locally that's trying to deliberately sit up on my destiny, Lord, I command them to be unseated out of the realm of the Spirit off my destiny, to be unchained from the realm of the Spirit, and to be kicked back into the pits of hell where they belong. Any bit of this sacrifice that keeps on being done, I command it to backfire with a federal raid on the 3D level to take place, Lord. I want my wishes respected, and I want it to be done. In Jesus' almighty name. Lord Jesus, may you influence numerous amount of agents to take over them, of your authority to take over them, Lord, to come through and protect me physically, to remove this problem from me. Amen. You hear how that boat blew its horn 3 times? Third time's charm. He said, if it's over here, bro, gonna listen, you're gonna respect me, bro. You're gonna back off of me. See how the birds getting loud too. That's a sign right there that God hears my prayers. He's heard my prayers. Enough is enough. He said, if it's over here, bro, gonna leave me in my peace alone. Them birds chirping like that is peaceful. You're gonna leave me in my peace alone, bro. This ain't normal humans, what I'm against. These are demons. Secret society rituals that are being committed of Baphomet practices. And I'm going to state it, of the symbolism on the FBI's badge. When it comes to their badge of the symbolism of Archangel Michael, he holds the authority to defeat the wickedness snares of the devil which will represent the Baphomet. Therefore, provides me with physical protection. I'm not going to say anything else or anything more, bro. Them scales being held in one hand and the sword being held in the other, even though it's not drawn back like that, it's still a simulation of them. With Archangel Michael's foot on the devil's head like that, that will be the Baphomet. And with the sword drawn back, that's the major saying, you're going to stop, bro. You're going to leave him alone. You demented, demonic piece of scum, you ain't going to sacrifice this boy. You picked the wrong guy to do that to because the Lord done heard this man's prayers. And they have to obey the Most High. If that's who they follow, they're going to have to obey the Most High. Because Jesus is the Omega and the Alpha, the ruler of all. I listen to him. When that man tells me something like them tarot cards, you get that out your house now. Yes, sir. 10-4, roger that. Roger that. You know what I'm saying? Roger that. There ain't no, oh, why this and why that. Get them out your house now. 10-4. Roger that. You know what I'm saying? I have to put my shades on, you know what I'm saying? Look cool when I say that. Roger that. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell I look like arguing with? Arguing with the Most High. Because it ain't an argument with him. He's going to only say it one time. And this man's going to listen. God tells you, the Lord Jesus Christ tells you, get them tower cards out your house now. That means he's speaking to you. And that means this man right here is going to listen. There's no, oh, well, why? You heard what the man said. Get him the fuck out your house. Excuse my language. Get them out your house. Get the tower cards out your house. Get them out your house. You heard what the man said? Get them out your house. He don't want to hear all this. Get them out your house. Get the cards out your house. Get the tower cards out the house. But get the tower cards out the house. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I used to be a tarot reader, but I was guided all of that, y'all. I appreciate the 20, whoever sent me the super chat. Just like I said before, y'all, if this would be happening anywhere else, they would not bother me. It would be stopped. Because I've seen plenty of videos out of state when they have these auditors or journalists that was community activists. And these are people that know a lot about their rights and the law. They only have to say a few things to the locals, and they're like, okay, well, you have a nice day, sir. You have a nice day, ma'am. We're sorry to bother you. And they'll leave. We'll never bother them again. Some of them actually communicate and love the fact that you know your rights and will actually agree to listen and hear you out. As I say, they didn't know that. But that's the ones that's not possessed by some type of demonic force that actually hears what the hell you got to say, especially when it comes to the law. Just like earlier, bro, you talked like one of the troopers. I seen one of the state troopers. I talked to him. It's the ones that can hear you without being possessed by a demonic force. There's a difference. It's just these ones over here locally, bro, are not right in the head, bro. They only hear the corrupt orders they're being given to do to you. That's all they hear. Like, is this really too embarrassing to raid these individuals over national television? Is that what it is? Shit, that ain't no embarrassment, bro, on the people that's doing that. That's a celebration. You know how many people are going to be jumping for joy? It may scare the fuck out of a few people, but you're going to have some people that's going to come forward as to say that, man, thank God that happened. Racial discrimination against, that's another problem that's been done over here. They like to racially profile people. That's basically what these individuals have been doing to me. I'm going to tell you what they're afraid of. The Irish, the German, this all runs through my DNA when it comes to my kinfolks. The Irish, the German, the African American, and the Asian. That all runs through me on different parts of my family. And they sense that strong DNA and strong genetics, and they're intimidated by it. They're going to stay intimidated too. They feel some type of way because they know I can overpower all these motherfuckers at the same time. See, these individuals got to do that weak shit. Try to control and do all this. The minute that somebody tries to control something, you ain't dominant, bro. You ain't dominant one fucking bit. Try to control a female and stuff like that. I've been through that stage a long time ago. You ain't dominant. You're a fucking weak ass punk. I don't know your fucking worth. That's how I feel about it, because that's how I felt a long time ago. Till you learn who you are, you wake up who you are, you ain't gonna be letting these motherfuckers run you around like some fucking dog. You ain't gonna sit there and let them talk to you like shit. Or sit there and think they can run shit when it comes to you. sit there and get away with sly little comments and remarks, you tell that individual you can hit the rocks right now. That shit between them legs don't mean jack shit to me. The fuck out of here. That shit right there ain't got no control, no power over this guy, because I don't need it. Now, how you like that? I ain't afraid to tell one of these individuals off where to get off at. Oh, well, they ain't gonna give you none. That's the point. Don't want none to start with. Don't want the individual even to fuck around me. That's the first thing they quick to say. Oh, well, you better watch how you talk to them. You tell them something they don't like. If you're in a relationship with them, that's the thing. I don't like the way that they're gonna sit there and try to approach me. Therefore, loses all respect. They got to go. I don't even want nothing to do with them to start with. So what makes you think that I'm gonna care about, oh, well, they're not gonna do that? That's the thing. I don't want shit to do with them. They controlling me, bro. Nope. They just think that shit solves all problems, well, depending on who it is. They just think that's the problem to, that's the solution to all problems. Therefore, you get some of these individuals tangled up in that, and they worried about telling them something that they don't like because they're going to tolerate disrespect. That's why they walk all over you, cheat on your ass 24/7, because they ain't around no real fucking man to start with. You think that they don't like when somebody checks them on their nonsense and tells them to shut the fuck up, go somewhere else with that bullshit, but they actually like it. Not some role-playing bullshit that ain't even real. When you actually about that and you got the energy and they sense your energy, that you don't put up with that, that's gonna attract them. But to us, that's not attractive to us because I don't want to be sitting there spending hour after hour telling the individual where to get off at 6:21 time. That's the end of it. They can walk their happy ass, go skip out somewhere. Oh, well, they ain't never gonna talk to you again. That's the point. Don't want to talk to them to start with. Fuck out of here. That ain't about to happen with me, you know what I'm saying? They ain't about to be doing all that fucking punk shit with me. You know what I'm saying? Sit my truck. Sit my truck, man. Been a while since I've been in here. The Chevy truck. That V8 5.3 engine. Cool. Motherfucker, get it, bro. Hot ass truck. But no, just like I said, like this could go for the feminines too. If somebody's talking to you like trash, bro, and you don't put up with that, that's like, oh, well, and you talk back and you say, look, you ain't putting up with that. And they getting the energy to want to give off this energy as I say, oh, well, you ain't getting none or whatever. That's fine by you. You don't want it to start with. The fuck out of here. I don't know, how, like, this ain't going to be everybody out there, y'all. Y'all got to keep that in mind. I'm tired. I've been up all night. There's a shift that's taking place. But just like I said before, y'all, I'm not the richest man around here. I live in a trailer. I would be still living in a nice 3-bedroom house if these individuals wouldn't be fucking with me. Because that's where I originally was in 2023 to 2024 till they kept on trying to get in the way of my currency being on my channel. And the landlord raised the rent to $900 a month, and that's, man, But yeah, I had me a nice 3-bedroom house. It was a rent house, but I mean, I had my own place. Still though, I'm not a man that lives in a nice home. I still have the knowledge. It's the knowledge. I'm somebody, I don't care how many fucking subscribers they got on my channel. You think I give a fuck about letting people know where I stay at? I stay in a trailer with my pops. If these individuals would be messing with me, I would have been to have me a nice place. But no, this is where I gotta be. I don't have to be here. I could be on the street if I really wanted to. But this is where I'm at. Ain't no shame in that one bit. These individuals that's been engaging in all that, live in brick homes, got chimneys, got fireplaces, same thing. Live in a nice subdivision. For how long though? When them federal raids start, they hit down south where I'm at, ain't gonna be none of that bullshit anymore. That fucking fraudulent, trafficked, extorted, scam, get rich quick scheme currency, it's gonna be used against you, bro. That just shows how low down a piece of shit these individuals really are. You sit there, you want to attack a man that lives in a fucking trailer park. You a low down piece of shit, bro. That's what these individuals are. I ain't gonna be living here for long. I'm gonna have me a nice home. Watch whenever the Most High comes through, possibly a higher up official that may want to aid in my help. Help me out get a nice place. Watch. Watch God send somebody in my direction. I ain't gonna be over here no more. I'll be chilled in a nice place. Which I don't want nothing all fancy or none of that, but it's just that's the energy that I'm feeling intuitively. No, you deserve that. You want a parking garage or park your car out the fucking weather, there you go. You want a kitchen with a nice ceramic floor, I mean, there you go. You ain't got to worry about no fucking background check, none of that fucking bullshit. It's paid cash money. It's yours. I'm deserving of that shit, bro. Like I said, I had a nice 3-bedroom house. Landlord went up on the rent. And these individuals kept on fucking with me, or otherwise I would still be over there. I wouldn't even be over here. Bro, the trailer I'm staying in is leaking. They got leaks in the walls buckling. The hallways buckled. My room's starting to buckle. It's raining on the inside. It rains in the windowsill. And I still stay in there. That's when that's when you know you're a humble person, bro. But like I said, these individuals would have been fucking with me all this time. I would have been to have me a nice place. Not a nice car or vehicle, but a nice place to stay. That, hey, this is paid off, it's mine. My own fucking yard, front yard, backyard. I may have to pay taxes on the house yearly. That's fine with me. I'm not really gonna get into the legal advice when it comes to that either. That's fine with me knowing that, hey, this is mine. It's not rent. You're not renting it out. It's yours. You bought the motherfucking cash money. It's yours. Excuse my language. Even if somebody else pays for it, it's still yours. It's still yours. Say your name. I wouldn't even question none of that. Oh, why you do it? I wouldn't question that. That's the angels telling me, just shut the fuck up and appreciate the fucking gift. Appreciate the gift and shut the fuck up about it. Not in a mean way, but that's just how they would operate. Don't question shit. Question a damn thing. That was done for you as a gift. If it does happen, and there you go. Go about your way. Don't question it. Don't question it. I'll pull up over there with this banged up fucking Chevy truck. Hey, this fucking engine, this engine don't play around, bro. That V8 5.3. I'm telling you, bro, when you push that gas pedal, I love the fuck out of that engine, bro, when it does that. Like that. You can feel that shit set you back in the seat like this. Like, oh, shit. Yep, this the truck that saved me several times when I was guided to leave. Yep. This fucking truck right here, bro, get it. If there's anything I do have an attachment to, is to my truck, spiritually. Not the how it looks, the engine or none of that is spiritually. I'll never forget when this fucking truck saved me, bro. And my mama's spirit was sitting right there, too. Right there in that seat to make sure I get where I had to go. I had to say, son, you ain't the only one that's riding up there. Go this way. Listen to mama and go this way. They ain't gonna hurt you like that. They ain't gonna set you up, put you in no fucking jail. Go this way, son. She sat right there the whole time while I was jamming my music. I could feel her energy, trying to keep me calm as I say it's gonna be okay. May not be able to see them, but they're there. Her energy was there. They ain't about to do a damn thing to you, boy. Think they fucking slick. You just go over here and go this way. You go out of state. You take this bastard and go out of state. I just call a funny vision of asking her, okay, well, can I at least get gas, mama? Get you, it's all right, get your gas. Get the fuck out of here. Like, damn, you want me to go over all the way over there? Is it okay? You know, we gotta stop and get gas. You can't go over there on empty, lady. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a must. Get the gas. Get the fuck out of here. Leave. Fuck out of here. Fill the fucking truck up. Get the fuck out of here. Leave. You're gonna be perfectly fine where you going. Just get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm sunburned. Y'all see that shit? Being out in the sun, got a red head now. Now what it gonna do? You know what I'm saying? It's fucking hot in here. AC don't work. And I'm tired. I'm tired. It usually be cold around this time of year. It's fucking hot out here, man. Like, damn. Fuck. Oh, the lights don't work. The battery's done. That battery's fucking done. Go out there with some oil, put some oil on, fucking burn, really burn them. Oh shit, I thought it was sunscreen. Oh damn, to burn my damn skin. Ouch, you know what I'm saying? burn it all up to the ground. I'm telling you. Fuck around, put oil on, like put oil on. You think it's sunscreen, but yeah, there's oil. Go out there and get burned even worse. Like, oh, fuck. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Shit, that's gonna be a hell of a fucking ride to a tire shop when you have to push the bastard all the way up there. You know what I'm saying? What I look like putting the truck in neutral and sitting there pushing this fucking heavy ass truck down the road? That shit is gonna be a hell of a fucking moment for me. Like, damn, bro, what the fuck this guy's doing? He act like it's a fucking heavy lifting weight contest or something. How much weight you can fucking pull? Sit there and push the heavy ass fucking truck down the road. I really would do it too. Yes, I will. But I'm not pushing it. I'm gonna just sit there and tie the fucking, what they say that, when you tie that around your waist and you pull it like that, who the fuck's gonna steer the truck? Nobody. Because I ain't got nobody to actually steer. Well, my pops could, but still though, that's too much fucking work, bro. Who the hell I look like toting the damn truck down the street with my own fucking vessel? They act like I'm a forklift or something. Like, hey, hold on now, bro. My legs ain't got that much damn horsepower. You know what I'm saying? Probably pull the whole fucking front end of it off. Then what you gonna do? Sit there and have a whole ripped apart truck in the middle of the street. Now what they gonna do? You gonna be scrapping your own fucking truck while trying to get it to trying to get a battery for it. Some more fucking problems. Now you got some more problems. Pull your whole damn front end off of it. Stupid. Not y'all. I'm just saying in general, like if I was to do that shit, that stupid. Sitting there like, oh, I'm almost there. You ain't got 2 fucking feet in the damn road. You ain't almost there. You slowing up all kind of traffic. Sitting there trying to pull a heavy ass truck. Let me ask my pops that. Hold on. Hey, how would I look pulling that truck with a rope around my waist and pulling up the street to go to get a battery for it? Hey, how would that look? He said, whenever I want to close the door, he's like, shit, pull that heavy ass thing. Good luck with that. Exactly. Pull the whole then you hook the fucking cable up to the wrong thing and you pull your whole front of your truck off. Like, damn, bro, you trying to take it to get a new battery and yet you scrap it at the same time. What are you gonna do next? Pull the hood off? Might as well put it to the doors and rip the fucking doors off. That way it'd be like a doorless vehicle. You ain't got shit on it. You ain't got no bumper, no damn grill, no nothing. It's all bare. You ain't got shit. Nothing. You ain't got shit. Nothing. No grill, no bumper, no nothing. No doors. Done rip the doors off of it. But no, that would look pretty stupid, bro. And then you gotta tote the thing up the hill. That's the thing. They got a hill where I live at. I ain't about to sit there and tote that heavy ass shit up the fucking hill. Then Then you gotta pull it out of a grassy area. It's like got like a hill like that. Then you gotta pull it all the way up to the street on a rock road. And then you gotta turn the wheel and go up a hill like that. That you ain't getting up that fucking hill, boy. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. It's gonna get to where it's in neutral, right? And it's gonna want to go reverse backwards like that because of the gravity pulling it. It's gonna be too much of a push and pull. That's just gonna pull you straight off your feet. It's gonna start going in reverse down the hill and pull you, drag your ass with it. I'm telling you. No, I'm talking about pulling the truck in neutral. It ain't got no battery. That battery ain't good in that truck. The batteries done ran out. The battery's out. The battery done had enough. The battery is done. The battery is fucking done. But anyways, if you was to pull that truck up that hill like that, the gravity of the hill going the opposite way will pull you backwards and drag your ass backwards. I'm telling you. It'd be like it's going in reverse and pulling you the exact opposite way. While you trying to pull to go up that hill like that, with it going in reverse, because it loses the, what they call that, momentum forward. It's that gravity that's going to want to stop it, and it's going to want to roll backwards like this. And when it gets to going, bro, that's it. You ain't pulling against, that heavy-ass thing pulling against you, that's just going to knock you over. Hey, nope. That's the truck I'm talking about. You ain't pull that heavy ass thing. I like, you ain't pulling this heavy ass thing up that hill. Hell no. Not barefooted like that. What's gonna happen is it's gonna stop, and that gravity's gonna pull your ass backwards because it's gonna get to where it stops. And it's gonna want to roll backwards and reverse and pull you right along with it and knock you straight off your feet, drag your ass down the road. Backwards. Backwards. Oh, I'm saying. The horn don't work, lights don't work, nothing works in this damn thing. Nothing. Not even the turning signals, emergency flashers. Nope, ain't nothing the fucking shit work. The radio don't work, the mirror does not work, the lights does not work, and the lock switch does not work either. Whereas electronic lock or battery powered lock, nope, don't work. Nope. Yeah, it reclines. Look. It's dirty though. Truck fucking dirty. It's old, bro. This is a 2005. This is 2005. That's how old this truck is. It's 2005. Old fucking truck. But it's not about the years. It's about how it runs. Yep. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm still not okay. I'm not happy, y'all. Last time I was truly happy was the year of 2020. I had two loving people in my life. Two loving people in my life. It's just that was really all the only person that I had supporting me, bro. My mama. When she was here, there was like this huge protection around me. I don't know what it was, but it was a huge protection around me. What made it worse is I was with somebody that reminded me of her. Not worse like that. It's just that right there was a coping mechanism like that. That helped me cope a lot with that. I told her that did help with that. It may not be the same, but it's still though. Who else is waiting for the Most High to bust the clouds, bro? God's gonna call his people back up, and it's coming. This place is about to fucking go under, bro. I'm telling you. God's close to calling his people back home. He's gonna bust some clouds, bro. I'm telling you. God's about to burn all these satanic motherfuckers that's down there, bro. I'm telling you. These witches and these goddamn low vibrational motherfuckers that keep doing these rituals and these spells, you gonna burn, you bastards, you fucking bitches. You gonna burn, you son of a bitches. Every single last one of you motherfuckers that keep doing this shit to people, you gonna burn. You gonna be kicked down to the bottomless pits of hell. You gonna fry, you bastard. You gonna rot. You gonna be tortured every goddamn day of your life. Excuse my language, Lord. You're going to be tortured every day of your life in the underworld. You're going to be the devil's bitch. You're going to be tortured and fucking bashed up all day, every day. All day, every day. God's going to kick you into hell, bro. He's going to close this earthly realm portal while after he calls us people up, you're going to burn in this bitch. All of you individuals that are involved in that satanic devil worshiping shit, you gonna burn, you bastards. Watch. God's also telling me it's gonna feel like his presence is coming through the clouds when them FBI agents show up unexpectedly to raid these individuals that's been doing shady shit to me and other people. It's gonna feel like heaven on earth, bro. Be patient, son. Train horn sounds off as I'm saying that. They gonna get there, son. It's coming sooner or later. It's gonna happen. The hives know these individuals don't want to get out your energy and keep fucking with you with spell work and keep on doing rituals on you. They well know about it, son. They gonna get that day coming real soon. It's coming. It's coming. They don't want to get away from your YouTube channel. They don't want to leave you alone. Hives gonna make sure they're gonna leave you alone. So a matter of time, bro. I've been telling the truth.